It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we have some Iceland Shanghai beef noodles to show you. Don't they sound great? I'm going to tell you why they sound great. Shanghai is, of course, in China. If you called these Chinese beef noodles, yeah, they still sound good. People will buy them. But you call them a city within China, Shanghai beef noodles, and everybody's curious. Everybody's like, ooh, what's the difference? They look, I'm not going to make no bones about this, they look fantastic. 375 grams. They cost me £2.50. They go in the microwave for 7 minutes if you so wish to do that. Or they can go in the oven for 40 minutes on gas max 6. I'm going to put them in the oven. So remove outer packaging and pierce film lid several times. Put on a baking tray, 30 minutes in the middle of the oven, gas max 6 or fan assisted oven at 180 degrees. And then give them a stir, put the film off after 30 minutes, put them in for another 10 minutes at the end. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at the amount of beef that's in there for £2.50. I just googled it. Come up with £2.50. If there are any more, please put a comment in the comments box, because knowing Iceland and their pricing structure, this might be a 3 for 10 deal. I might have got this wrong. So I just did a quick Google search and it said £2.50. Right, I'm going to pierce the lid and I'll be back when they're cooked. Okay, this food from Iceland is ready. Let's get it out into a bowl and see what we get. Bit of a disclaimer for you, just to begin with. I don't like mushrooms. When I was stirring this around, I noticed some big, hefty mushrooms in there. So I'm going to chuck them probably to one side. Let me find something. Piece of paper to stick them on. Maybe the dog will eat them. So here's a look at the noodles. They took 10 minutes more than what it said on the packaging. After 35 minutes of me taking that film off, or got to 35 minutes and I took the film off, a lot of it was still frozen. A lot of the noodles were stuck together and still frozen. So I give it an extra 10 minutes. So it took 55 minutes on gas mag 5. Gas mag 6. Oh, come on. Right. So let's have a look. Oh yeah, look, there's plenty of. I didn't ask for beef Shanghai noodles with mushrooms in, did I? They're hateful things, mushrooms. I hate the damn things. Anyway, let's stop complaining and put some beef in my face. It looks okay. Probably going to be that kind of textured kebab meat style food. Yeah. Ultra processed beef that it's almost like a level up from fatty beef. That's how I kind of take this beef. There's a difference between succulence and fatty. Ooh, but oh Ooh, there's quite a nice level of heat coming through here in terms of savoury spices, peppers, salts. It's like a black bean sauce, but with a little bit of pepper in there. The noodles are nice and soft. The noodles are quite soft and tasty. There's tons of mushrooms in here. Now this looks like a piece of beef that, like, look at that bit. Yeah, it's quite fatty. Yeah. It's not the prime cuts that you would expect on your roast beef dinner. That's for sure. It's not high-end kind of like top-side beef we have here. It's the scraggly fatty bits, or if it's not the scraggly fatty bits, it's ultra-processed beef. But what am I really expecting for £2.50? This is more to do with that kind of black bean sauce. And the nice sticky noodles that we got going on here. I think if you offered me these noodles, maybe Shanghai style noodles that were maybe cooked in a beef sauce, I'd take them all day long. I don't think there's any need really to chuck the cheap cuts of beef in that have been chucked in here. It's just a waste. Yeah, another piece there. It's crackly, it's chewy, it's fatty. I know you just swallow it down, you're like, oh, get that down. That's what I am with this. Cook the noodles in that wretched beef and then just flavour it. Flavour the noodles with the beef. You don't need to put these horrible cuts of beef in there. So I'm ready to rate this. The noodles have a lovely spice to them, have a lovely bit of heat on the back of the throat to them. They're tasty. The beef, shockingly bad beef, but you're always taking a gamble. You're always going to take a gamble. That's what it looks like on the packaging. It's not too far away in terms of the look. Fair play to Iceland for that. So cooked noodles 26%. I'm looking for so the beef is 11% beef. And it's 9% mushrooms. That's why there's a ton of mushrooms in there. It's mostly mushrooms. So, rating. I'd much prefer, I'm going to dig the rest of the beef out here and give it to the dog, to be honest with you. I'm not going to be eating the rest of the beef, but I'll eat the rest of the noodles and the carrot, and I'll enjoy them. But when you've got a dish where the main part of the meat is almost unedible, how can I possibly give it any more than a 5 out of 10? So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Nice noodles, shame about the meat. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.